Hey everybody. So today is February 22nd, 2019, and we are on Proverbs chapter 22. And the scripture reads, "A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. In the paths of the wicked are snares and pitfalls, but those who will preserve their life stay far from them. Start your children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Whoever sows injustice reaps calamity, and the rod they wield in fury will be broken. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. Drive out the mocker, and out goes strife. Quarrels and insults are ended. One who loves a pure heart and who speaks with grace will have the king for a friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he frustrates the words of the unfaithful. The sluggard says, "There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square." The mouth of an adulterous woman is a deep pit. A man who is under the Lord's wrath falls into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far away. One who oppresses the poor to increase his wealth, and one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. Pay attention and turn your ear to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach. For it is pleasing when you keep them in your heart and have all of them ready on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I teach you today, even you. Have I not written 30 sayings for you, sayings of counsel and knowledge, teaching you to be honest and to speak the truth, so that you bring back truthful reports to those you serve? Do not exploit the poor, because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court. For the Lord will take up their case and will exact life for life. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Do not be one who shakes hands and pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you. Do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank. So that's the actual scripture reading. Go back to the beginning. Verse 2, where it says, "Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all." God created us all. God loves us all equally. So we should just keep that in mind whenever we are, and all of us do it sometime, or we, have done or can do it. Get on our high horse. We should never get so high that we forget that we can always be brought back down, because in God's eyes, we are all his children and we're all equal. I wanted to point out verse 13, where it says, "The sluggard says, 'There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square.'" That's just excuses. That's just referring to excuses that we make. If we want to be lazy, just like that sound crazy to us, if we make excuses, I'm sure it sounds crazy to other people. It's a lot of background noise, y'all. I waited in there in that long line to get my passport because I do plan on traveling outside the country. So anyways, I don't even know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere, and I plan to use it often, but I can't use it unless I get it. So anyways, that's where I've been this morning. And finally got my turn to get my passport. So anyways, that's done. So I was like, well, let me just go ahead and do our reading for the day so it don't get too late in the day. So that's why it's like a bunch of outside noise, because it's hot. So I have to let my windows down. But anyways, yeah, when we make excuses for why we don't do stuff, it's sometimes, a lot of times, it sounds crazy to other people. So we should really just take our responsibility seriously and get to work. That's really what we should do. Verse 24 and 25 says, do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yours ensnared. It's a known fact that all of us, we tend to become like those that we spend a lot of time with. So their positive and their negative characteristics, they do rub off on us, and ours rub off on them. So that's just telling us to be cautious. Be cautious of our choice in companions, because, and that don't mean that you have to hate somebody or not speak to them, but if you know that they are hot-tempered, and you know that when you have certain conversations with them, that hot-temperedness, you can't, if you know that it's just not a good thing, that don't mean to hate anybody, and that don't mean that one person is better than somebody else because of a hot temper. That just means that you need to pick your time wisely. Don't be spending too much time with somebody who you know is negative. You already know it causes negativity. Always saying something negative. Somebody who's hot-tempered, you already know you can't tell them nothing. Even if they ask you a question, you don't even bother trying to answer honestly. So that makes you not even want to say anything, because you don't want to lie. So you can still love and be friends with who you want to be friends with, but we still should be conscious of how much time we're spending with people if we know that it's going to be a negative outcome. And that's it for today. And we'll be back Monday, y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye.